Hello, welcome back. So, thank you for being part of this program. Now it's about a short video concerning one activist. His name, Deji Adeyanju, and he had a kind of interaction with Patrick Ikem. Patrick Ikem is a Biafran activist as well, while Deji is a Nigerian activist or loyalist. It's like this Deji is still living in a different world. So they had a kind of question and answer or interaction or argument, any way you can put it. And I believe that this Deji Adeyanju got what he really deserved. This man taught him how to reason. In fact, one question he was emphasizing on is about the control of this ESN. If these people with guns, how could they be controlled? After, maybe it can be a form of disaster. But he forgot that the person who is responsible for ESN, Nnamdi Kanu, has emphatically said that he is responsible for anything or actions of ECN. He is responsible for the actions of ESN. So, this Deji is like he did not listen to that very information or assertion by Nnamdi Kanu. So I would like you to watch this very interaction and leave your comment below.
Hello.
I'm just trying to connect. Hello, my brother.
Yeah, Deji, good evening. Yeah, good evening,
my brother. Very well indeed, my brother. Very well.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've been following your post all day. I know they're happy with you, but all the same, you have a right to your
I know. I know.
You have a right to
I
your
know.
opinion.
And you have the right not to be happy with me.
Some
other times, some other times you also have the right to be happy with me. And the people in the north will not be happy with me that time. Now so life be.
Yeah, no, so what I want to tell you is that we have crossed the Rubicon, Deji. To be frank with you, even we were the diaspora, we want to come back to join the fight. Yeah. We can no longer allow our men, our women, our children to be subjugated. Our women are being raped in the farm. And the people doing the dirty job are carrying AK-47. There is no way we can use machete to be pursuing people with AK. So we need AK-47 to face them. We need the firepower to be able to withstand the Fulani herdsmen. And that is the truth. There is no plenty words about it. Buhari and their cabal have shown no sign of, bringing peace to the entire Nigeria. Deji, the time has come for people to make a decision. Do we want Nigeria to be one or not? There is no pretending. We haven't seen any sign of Nigerians deciding to be one. Let's not deceive ourselves. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of IPOB, have been saying, let everybody come together and decide, do we want to create a country for ourselves or do we want to go our separate ways? Coming together is not by force. You cannot
it's not by force at all.
You cannot
you can't even force anybody to be in a marriage.
Absolutely. You cannot leave Futojelo Mountain all the way from Mali, come into Nigeria, come into my land to intimidate me because you have AK-47. We have endured for years. The Biafran people have been killed with their flags, even with empty hand, and the world is not paying attention.
Look at how they killed IPOB,
you understand,
my brother.
Look
at now, how many times these people don't kill IPOB members? How many times we don't cry? Are we not all here? How many Facebook live I don't do, they cry on top this issue? How many letters I don't write?
I think the time for crying is over. Because the language Nigeria understand is violence.
No, I know that these animal government people, I know that they don't understand the language of peace. I know. However, my brother, see, I swear to God, sometimes I go wake up for night. God is my witness. And I don't big past that level to lie. Wait. See, What is my interest? I can pick up my bag today and I will be gone, and I'll be gone forever, and I will not look back.
We are not ready to run. We are not ready to run away from our land.
Yes. Hold on, my brother. See, my brother, what I am saying, where I also want me to look that side. They say, yes, I agree that everybody don't tire. People don't tire. Generally, people don't tire. Because this rubbish don't they go on for years. And this man, they support them 100%. We don't cry. We don't shout. We don't do everything. However, my brother, I am saying that, look at, when things start to happen, now innocent people and this thing go affect pass. People will not even know. Just look at that woman, that trader will die for Olu. My brother, I watched that video more than 6 times. 6 times. How soldier we they paid them? You tax me how you go to shoot innocent woman?
Deji, do you know that there would have been more casualties if not for the presence of the ESN? There would have been more casualties in Olu. What propelled them was the presence of the ESN. Because you know the Nigerian military, they are good at shooting at the innocent. But we saw them running when the ESM came. They were running into factories. They were running into hiding. You understand? But when they come to open, we've seen them carry out atrocities in the riverine areas where they go burning villages, burning communities down because they feel that the people are not armed. There is no need for anybody to be. The Nigerian army is a terrorist organization on its own. And even the leader of IPOB have already proscribed them as well as a terrorist organization. And we have to move it forward for the world to proscribe the Nigerian army because they haven't shown any sign of discipline when it comes to dealing with civilians. And the proof, what happened in Olu is a typical example that when you hold what they hold, they run away from you. The evidence is there. When you hold what the Nigerian military has, when you have that firepower, they will run away. They will all withdraw back to their base. Why? Because of the intervention of the ESN. And I can tell you, they are beginning to understand that the people are no longer joking. We in the diaspora are preparing, Deji. To be frank with you, we will be coming back when the time comes because it will not make any sense we living in diaspora and see our people being killed in the zoo called Nigeria. So the army you see on the ground is a preparation. It's a preparation. We are all coming down. So there is no need for us to be painting it. It is if Nigeria wants peace, they know how to go about it. They know how to go, but they don't want peace. Nigeria is a mafia country ruled by mafians, and it takes the power of mafia to stop them. I live in a mafian country myself, and I know how the mafia operates. The people you have in power are a bunch of mafians. And it takes an extraordinary strength, capacity to bring them to their knees. And you cannot bring them down by begging and carrying Biafra flag. Or even when you held your Nigerian flag at Lekki Toge, didn't they shoot you?
They shot and killed innocent people. Unarmed innocent people.
So it's not a question of whether you are patriotic or you are not patriotic. You are going to die. Even you that is shouting for one Nigeria, have you not been attacked in Abuja? Absolutely. All the people shouting for one Nigeria, who want Nigeria to be united, to be one indivisible. All of you say, even when you are shouting for one Nigeria with the Nigerian flag, you are being killed.
Solomon, my brother, Solomon Emiola just said something. He said, Deji, Nigerian military is ethnically biased with their president. And you can see that even there was a news report today that the people that Buratai recruited, he recruited mainly many people from the north. So you cannot really blame people.
We are no longer interested in the position of. Listen, Nigeria have what it takes to make itself better. But the truth of the matter is, the way Nigeria is constituted, we cannot move forward. We not ourselves. Let me tell you, the whole world knows that anything you give a black man, they use it against themselves. AK-47 have been produced. Now the black man is handling it. They are using it to kill themselves. It is very, very unfortunate. We have never had anything and made good use of it.
My brother, in your view, do you believe? Yes. Do you believe that the Southeast governors should be put on, maybe like give them a notice to act responsibly, just like the way the Southwest governors have acted responsibly. Hold on, my brother. Hold on, please.
Yes.
Because you see, this whole idea of non-state actors taking up arms, you know, that's what started Boko Haram. Because let me tell you something. You know, when a man is holding a gun, if he gets hungry, the first thing that will come to his head is he needs to go and rob somebody. You know, that's how Boko Haram started. It was Alimadu Sheriff and some few people that said, oh, they needed some boys. They needed to establish some security network kind of arrangements. So once you give somebody a gun, getting back that gun from the person and the inability to control what that person goes to do with that gun is very hard. This is what politicians do every 4 years. They arm thugs all over the place. And once you arm one person, how do you call him back to say, go here, don't go? So because, and if somebody does it in Enugu successfully, somebody else is going to do it in Nasarawa, in Kebbi, in Adamawa, in Kogi, in everywhere. So what I am saying, yes, I agree with you. See, there's nothing you have said that I will say, except if I don't have a conscience, that I will, you've not said anything that is wrong. You understand? You've not said one thing that is wrong. However, we must strike a balance between what we want versus what will not degenerate and what will not make people, what will not make us lose unnecessary lives. Again, because yes, we are trying to fight the headers, who are the criminal headers, who are terrorists, who are killing people, who are kidnapping people, who are raping women, you know, and destroying properties, farmlands, and all that. But in the process, let's not go and create something that may even be worse. So for me, my brother, I swear by the living God, I have never for one day said in my heart that, oh, today I'm going to hate on somebody or I'm going to attack. No. It's not even in my nature. People that know me, they know that anything I say is from the sincerity of my heart. It's because I see something wrong and I'm trying to provide a solution or offer help. There are people who are Buhari supporters. They can swear on their life that I'm the worst enemy of Nigeria. I hate Buhari. I'm a goat. That if they see me, they should kill me. There's nothing that they don't say. However, I always say one thing. In the process of us solving one problem, let us not go and create another problem that will be bigger than the problem we are trying to solve. So in my view, what do you think? How do you think we can strike that balance?
Yes, you talked about Southeast governors. Southeast governors have shown no willingness to secure their territory. They haven't shown, and that is what brought about the ESN. If the Southeast governors have taken the step they are supposed to take, there wouldn't have been need for ESN. We've been shouting, put your acts together, put yourself together, give your people security, but it is the last on their own priority. They are not even interested. What they are interested in is the next election of 2023. They are even ready to give out the Eastern region to be able to become president of Nigeria. That is their ambition. And we must look, before you start criticizing the Eastern Security Network, we've seen people come out to support, even some prominent people are beginning to now come out to support the Eastern Security Network. But before you criticize the Eastern Security Network, have you taken your time to look at the circumstances that brought about the Eastern Security Network? These are the things we should be looking at, we should be talking about and be looking at. The circumstances that brought the Eastern Security Network. These are the things we should be putting into consideration. What brought the Eastern Security Network is about leadership failure. Leadership failure from the Eastern governors who have failed to put security in place. And here we are, somebody who is even declared a terrorist, now decided to take the step in the direction to secure their people. And some people are coming out to tell you, no, it shouldn't happen. If everybody in Nigeria have to arm themselves, there was a tweet you made, and you said that we are coming to a point where people have to arm themselves, and the tweet is circulating. You made it some few time ago, and it is the right decision. If people have to arm themselves, it is the situation we find ourselves. We have to arm ourselves to defend ourselves. I remember what happened in Nimbo. And in Nimbo, the governor was aware that the attackers were coming. The governor of Enugu tried to put a call across to Aso Rock, and nobody was picking his call. And we saw what happened in Nimbo community where people were massacred. If the people of Nimbo were armed, that massacre wouldn't have taken place. But because they were not armed, they were helpless. That was why those who went to Nimbo succeeded, carried out operation for hours without any interference from the Nigerian army, without any sort of interference from the Nigerian police. They just went into the community and finished the operation and left without whatsoever government interference. Up to today, none of those people have been brought to justice. Deji, I mean, we should wake up. We have seen that this Buhari government is, there is a motive behind everything that is happening. It's not by mere, how do I say it? It's not by coincidence. What we see happening today is a programmed, a long-term programmed agenda, and it is within our power as a people to decide if we are going to stand up and die, or we are going to kneel down on our feet and beg. You understand? We've seen T.Y. Danjuma come out in the open. We've seen T.Y. Danjuma come out in the open and tell everybody that even the army themselves have colluded, that the security forces. So what else? If somebody in that capacity can come out and tell the people that the security forces have colluded with the bandits and the criminals, what else do you want to hear? What else do you want to know? If the security forces that are securing you are not securing you, then you should be able to secure yourself.
Yeah, can I ask you one last question, please?
Yes, go ahead, Deji.
Do you support those calling on other people from other parts of the country, ethnic groups, tribes, to leave their own part of the country, considering the fact that even if Nigeria and this other part of the country were two independent countries, sovereign countries, that you don't just call people from another country to evacuate and leave your country? Do you support those?
Yeah, Deji, there is no way. I live in Europe. And I know the battle they fight every day on the issue of immigration. There is a database.
I'm not talking about immigration now. When people begin to excommunicate other people from their part of the country, that people begin to give ultimatum, you must leave this place now. Igbos must leave the north.
Okay, now I understand.
Must leave Yoruba land now.
Now I understand the question. The truth of the matter is that the situation we find ourselves is a situation where the leaders, because when you look at the Nigerian politicians, the Nigerian leaders, they are the most ethnic jingoists. When it comes to election, a politician will tell you not to vote for another. They use ethnicity and religion for political gains and purposes. And by so doing, they have already planted it in our hearts that you can use ethnicity as an aim to achieve your personal interest. So when you see people call other people to leave their environment, when you see the Arewa youth telling the Igbos to leave the north, it is because they know that the country does not belong to all of us. In their heart of hearts, we're only pretending. Because if you see an Igbo man as a Nigerian, first of all, you cannot tell an Igbo man to leave his country.
Even if they were two independent countries, I don't see how you just begin to excommunicate people. Exactly.
Even if they are two independent countries, we've seen, even we that live in Europe, the white people have not asked us to go back because maybe they have diplomatic issues with the country of our origin. You know, but
they can't even tell people from a country to leave their country.
Absolutely. But these are strategies. These are strategies, and also an eye-opener for you to know that the country you that is supposedly yours, you feel is yours, is not yours. That we are all ethnic based. We should identify. You know, the problem we have in Nigeria is that we haven't all come together to decide whether we want to live together as one. We haven't come out together, and that is why we see what is happening.
It was actually a forced marriage. Yeah,
we haven't all come together to decide whether we want to live together as Nigerians. And that is the reason you see somebody tell somebody who doesn't come from his ethnic group that you have to quit tomorrow because they are not feeling comfortable with you and you are not feeling comfortable. But when we all sit together on the round table and decide whether we are going to live together, then we cannot decide what kind of country do we want to create for ourselves. Let's not deceive ourselves. Well, and these are the things that the elite, the so-called elite, have failed to do. Yes.
Yeah, my brother, I have to let you go now.
Thank you very much for the opportunity you gave me. Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
Thank you very much. I hope you call in again when we have another session. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Deji. I appreciate it.
Thank you.